Shalom. Shalom, Yasharallah. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honors, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching the 100% truth. Wa Barakatham to the 144,000, as well as the rest of the elect. May peace and blessings be unto your households. It's your brother Gadal from the Great Millstone Dallas branch. And in this quick lesson, we're just going to get into we can't think like mortals in these times. We can't think like mortals in these times, man, right? Because, like it's that's pretty much a requirement, man. Right? You can't be expecting miracles to come your way, but you're still thinking an immortal, like an immortal. You can't expect that the Lord, come save you, even though you've been doing the things you have asked of him, if you're not thinking, if you don't have a different mindset in this, right? You got to remember, we got to look at death completely different. That's just an example, right? You can't look at the death the same as everybody else. Now, the flesh is still going to do what it do. That's part of its defense mechanism, is really trying to do anything to survive. So yes, if death is presented in front of you, your flesh is going to be all shit, pretty much. But the spirit is going to be like, man, this is just, a transition. Spirit is going to pretty much, if, spirit, when the spirit's kicking, or it's supposed to, it's going to remind you, really, that's wisdom, meeting you in your thoughts, man. Just remind you, remember, this is just a transition. This body doesn't matter. Hell, this body's not coming with us on a chariot, man. Right? This body is going to be down here in the ground. Right? Because Yahweh Shem Shai, as we know, he has a new body in stores for the Israelites, man. Starting with the elect, the first fruits. First. All right? But with that being said, let me go ahead and get that. It's a second entrance. It's like it. Chapter 14 and verse 14, it says, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off the weak nature. Keyword, weak nature. All right, this flesh, man, it's weak nature, man. Right? It's deceitful above all things. Nothing but wickedness comes out of it. Hell, scripture said, man, hey, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Come on, man. And that's what majority of the people are going to be relying on, man. They're going to be relying on what? The flesh. When all hell breaks loose, man. When us, we're going to be, in the spirit, relying on Yahweh Shem Shai, walking in the spirit. Right? Because that's what's going to require for you to make it the next time, because the sight of everything is going to look bad. It's going to get bad, without a doubt, right? It's going to get bad. It's going to look like, man, ain't no hope, right? You're going to be, a lot of times, man, you're going to be uncertain of what's going to happen. But what we are certain of, man, that we got Yahweh Shem Shai with us, right? And we have to believe pretty much on a whole nother level when it comes to serving Yahweh Shem Shai of what he can do, right? So be prepared, speaking to myself first and foremost, for even, harder tests to come in regards and you believing in Yahweh Shem Shai, even though you're not sure about things. It's like you dealt with it before, but there's always a higher level of that, So thinking like a mortal, which is this weak nature, man, that's going to make you thinking like that, you're going to take the MOTB, just like everybody else. Because everybody else is thinking like a mortal. We're supposed to be thinking like immortals, man. Like gods, which just mean powers, lowercase g. Gods. Right? And if you don't have that kind of mind frame, you're not going to fulfill this. I'm going to get this in Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 26. It says, well, I'm going to start at verse 25. It says, but ye have set at not all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. And this is talking about the 2/3 that didn't listen to pretty much the prophets, man. Right? Didn't listen to Yahweh Shem Shah reaching out to him. Didn't grab his arm. Spiritually, meaning. Right? In other words, not taking heed to this doctrine. Instead, you shunned it, you scoffed at it, you loathed at it. Right? That's what this is talking about. And it says, I will laugh at your calamity. Right? So you're telling me that there's going to be, and he's going to be laughing through his men. Just throwing that out there. He's going to be laughing through his men. That's how the Lord's going to be laughing. That's how the Lord even speaks to you, through his men, not him himself. So if that's the case, he's going to be laughing at you through his man. Imagine getting mauled to death and you see some dude laughing at you. But the bear ain't fucking with him though. But he's looking at you, cheesing, laughing. It's almost like, damn, like what kind of mindset you have to be in to be there in the midst of a bear mauling somebody. You know, it might be an individual you don't like, sitting there screaming at you, help, help. And you just sitting there like laughing at him. You remember, hey, you should have listened, nigga. You know, to be able to laugh at, hey, bro, that's an immortal way of thinking right there, man. Beyond this mortal, man, this flesh, this weak ass flesh, man, because this is what holds us back. But guess what, man? Yahweh Shem Shai, he's preparing his elect to think like immortals, man. Right? Because this is going to require, man. You have to think like an immortal. Because if you think like a mortal, man, you're going to, like I said, you're going to fold like an omelet, man. You easily, bro. Right? You're going to fold. But if you're thinking like an immortal, trusting in Yahweh Shem Shai, man, then, bro, you're going to make it through these times. Right? It's not going to be easy. I ain't going to act like it is. It's not going to be easy because you're going to get tested. But you're going to pass them tests, though. Them tests that you really need to pass. Because right now, it's okay, you know, you fail a test. But the one test you cannot fail is the STAR test, man. Right? Or, you know, what hell, like SAT, you know, if for brothers that are aware of that. But, you know, I remember it used to be called STAR at some point, a long ass time ago. You can't fail that STAR test, right? Which is the MOTB. You can't fail that one. If you fail that one, you go take it, you fail for that year. You gotta repeat. But ain't no do-overs, man. You failed, you done. Your position is sealed in the kingdom of heaven, if you know, as an Israelite. I mean, it was already sealed from the beginning, but it's going to be made manifest unto you. So, yeah, man, you know, there's something, you know, I got to pray about myself, man. You know, thinking, putting more off this weak nature, man. Right? Let go of the cares of this life even more. You know, and all that is, in order for you to do all this, man, it's like you have to fast to do all that. You're not going to do that just... I mean, you can try, but like, bro, that fasting is really going to help you get there. You know, I believe that through the Spirit, man. You know, because, you know, yeah, the fasting is going to really help us get there. Help us. He's going to really prepare us because the Lord's going to sup with us, even because, you know, when you're in a fasted state or when you're fasting, you know, the Lord's even closer to you. So he could work with you more. He can reveal things unto you more. You know, his ear is more inclined to listen to you, even more. You know, things of that matter. But yeah, man, you can't. You know, that's all I really had. The Spirit, man, just you can't think like a mortal in these times, man. If our forefathers thought like mere mortals, they wouldn't be so great like they are today. Abraham, you know, Daniel. Jacob, you know, King David, like they want to be great. If they was thinking like mere mortals when they got put in certain situations. The three holy children, right? Hananiah, Mishael, and it's like I forgot. But I do know their Babylonian names, you know, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Damn it, that's going to bother me. Hananiah, Azariah, and Mishael, right? Which is the actual names. And that fiery furnace. If they didn't keep the faith, if they weren't thinking like, mortal in that time, like, man, hey, Lord can deliver me. And if not, then we stand 10 toes down for the Lord anyway. Well, he didn't say if. It's more like even if. It's more like that. Even if he decides not to, we still gonna stand 10 toes down for the Lord. The Lord came through for him, man. That's a whole nother way of thinking. And for you to have that whole nother way of thinking, hey, man, you got to be serving the Lord. You ain't gonna have that anywhere from anywhere else. Just keep that in mind. But anyways, Lord willing, I was edified. I want to end it off by saying, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Until next time I say, Shalom, Yisrael.